In the modern world there are more and more sensational discoveries in research technology. History has become an exception to modern technology. They give us the opportunity to more precisely determine the purpose of the ancient artifact by studying its composition. The conclusions of the same scientists based on the available data are simply astonishing. By the way, it does not advance, but on the contrary, it is rapidly deteriorating, and the latest historical discoveries confirm this. An amazing product of modern history is the legend of the ancient people, the Mayan civilization, the one to build the most complex megalithic structures, extract stones and process stone blocks weighing tons, too preoccupied with science to develop their own script, and so forth. And on the other hand, these were common Indians. What they adored and to whom they sacrificed it is not clear. Sometimes they were not averse to indulging people. This causes complete dissonance. Even modern examples show that such trunks can hunt, covered with only a leaf, and dance to a tambourine. It becomes questionable what they have achieved in the form of technologies for 1,000 years, compared to other countries. They still believe in their ideals and still go through life almost naked. Judging by that, they certainly weren't like that, but you will decide. In Tula it was a well-developed society. As this is mutually exclusive alongside colossal structures, it also turned out that you had ancient technologies suddenly discovered in 2020, when scientists believe that the Aborigines were able to pull blocks weighing tons and build the most complex structures in terms of architecture. Why doesn't it make them believe that they had antibacterial water purification technology that was not only antibacterial but could also purify water of saturated compounds, heavy metals such as mercury and other toxins? If you think of Indians, it is said that they drink water from the bushes of the rivers, and no clean water. Let's take a closer look at this technology and consider whether it is necessary to do all of this without certainty, knowledge and technologies, just like that, out of the bush on the knee. Let's start with what is officially declared next. A cross-departmental research group at the university first discovered a complex system filtering and purifying water. This team also included archaeologists, anthropologists of geography and biology. They carefully examined a water reservoir. It was the main source of drinking water for the ancient peoples, who lived on the territory of modern northern Guatemala. But nobody expected that the ancestors used complex filter systems to purify the water. Construction records were never found. Why hasn't such a developed civilization been able to write about it somewhere? So the descendants wandered around knowing nothing and looked for a sensational structure. Otherwise only temples with technical structures remained. It almost seems as if they slept next to the pyramids covered in leaves. The most explosive of what this system bombed us is that modern man has been working effectively for 2,000 years, and the natives delivered better designed and finished buildings than highly qualified ones. Architects who have studied at the institute. The scientific group found that the ancient residents of Tikal used crystalline quarters for filtering. The quartz contain crystalline compounds of silicon and aluminum that are formed there, a natural molecular sieve. These minerals are used in modern water treatment systems. With simpler technologies, the valuable properties of zeolites are due to the peculiarities of their crystalline structure. Zeolite crystal is a regular porous structure that is broken through by microscopic channels, the so-called windows, with a diameter of 0.2 to 1.5 nanometers. And because of this structure, zeolites have the ability to selectively absorb, and due to temporary filters made of molecules of various substances, they are used by both sorbents and ion exchange fillers. It is noteworthy that among the sediments accumulated at the bottom of this reservoir, the scientists did not find traces of cyanobacteria and other harmful microorganisms. The complexity is practically like having a 3-year-old assemble a nuclear reactor. They also managed to follow the path of the old filters. These were east of Tikal. Studies with similar conclusions, and they were in a hurry to the stories at the bottom. There's no point just listening to the old stories. An Indonesian researcher spent 4 days with a tribe and found that the tribe is exactly the same today as it was centuries ago. An American philanthropist and traveler, Richard Archibald, found out about the existence of the Dani tribe in 1938. 80 years after Archibald's trip, an amateur photographer from Singapore spent a few days with this tribe. I was amazed to discover that their habits have not changed at all in the past few decades. The traditional dress of the Dani will appear too revealing to a European. A woman walks naked next to a man. Instead of pants, an unusual device is used, with the help of belts, and is perhaps the high-tech invention of these people. In the last 80 years, not all the benefits of civilization, or perhaps the Europeans, have been seen who have come to them before. But history is silent about it. That is, if we only take the 20th century, we saw normal, comfortable clothes, equipment, etc. For some reason its essence is not in the modern world. In all of history there will most likely be tons of discoveries by ancient aborigines, which there are to bring a place to life, instead of building all these wells or mines, which the scientists do not present to us at all. It is also worth thinking about why this technology was used. But as long as we only draw conclusions at the official level, our story will continue to be a mystery to us.
What's going on? This is Cut My Butt. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel